has that impacted the way you think about resource and capacity and perhaps preparation in those particular areas? I imagine now you're having to put more cost to it.
There's a term in the market about shifting from content marketing to marketing content, and the fact that there is so much out there, as we talked about today, so much content out there, so much stuff, that just churning out 100 blogs a year and doing really well on Google doesn't work anymore. And it's much more about you're better off producing 10 pieces of really, really high quality content than you are 100 mediocre blogs. So what we're really looking at now is actually really thinking about what are the questions that our prospective buyers are asking, what is the content that we really think will make a big difference, and then focusing on producing really lengthy, high quality pieces. So the idea of moving from a 500 word blog, which does quite a nice job with a few images, to actually a 2,500 word piece, which really can become the answer on the web for that particular issue. And again, enriching that with video and infographics and actually giving your audience a chance of finding it. So I think that shift from, I really like it, from content marketing to actually the marketing of the content is really important, because it means then you're actually focusing on getting an audience to that content rather than just churning stuff out and kind of hoping that people will find it, because increasingly that isn't the case.
We also need to recognise as a sales and marketing team that we aren't the experts in the room when it comes to the technology and services that we provide. So what we need to do more of, and we are doing more of, is getting the subject matter experts in the organisation, creating space in their diaries, in their schedules, to help them to create content for us that resonates, that you start to have ready in a schedule to deliver out to your target audience. I think you also need to be responsive and adapt to topical conversations that are happening in real time. And I think one of the best examples we've got of that is when we recently saw the NHS was hacked and the viruses that were utilised in that process. We did a big blog post on that, and that blog post went viral, not just in the UK, but across Europe, because it was topical, it was of interest, it was required by people from an information perspective there and then, and so they came to us in droves to look at that. So we've started to look at now how we can take advantage of topical conversations in the market and give an opinion from a subject matter expert on those, as well as the standard day-to-day content that we create.
Going after topical conversations in computer security, there's no end of stories in the media about things going on. So we look at that really sort of almost like ambulance chasing, and it definitely provides a level of knowledge, and that means we're out there on the Google side. But the other thing we found very successful over the past few years is that we commissioned a survey on something, and in our case it was the insider threat to organizations, and we started doing it a number of years ago, and we update it and we have a different twist on it each year, and then that's actually the piece that then helps drive our regular content. So we don't just release the whole survey in one go, we take particular pieces out of that survey, and that's where we create the more in-depth blog pieces, to Chris's point about getting some quality information. And in that case, it's really about finding something that's a bit different. There's a lot of people out there trying to get sort of eyeballs on the glass from all the customers. And I saw a great quote about a lead. Everybody in organizations and sales talks about leads. And in those leads, it's not just your lead. It's actually 10 or 20 other organizations lead as well. And so you need to be able to provide the differentiator across there. And marketing is there to help provide that differentiator along with product and product management and everybody else. It's a whole company thing that can drive that lead becoming your lead and not everybody else's lead as well.
And trust with consumers, that happens to be, what our sweet spot is. So jumping on really topical stories absolutely is the way to go. But on the swing of that, what we also do is spend an awful lot of time not talking about our brand in the press. We talk about topics that are interesting to our buyers, that don't always, of course they're name checked for Reevoo, but what we don't do is continuously talk about our product and our service.